So news has been pretty light for Marvel's Avengers the last week or so, hence why there's not been any videos on the channel, but of course this was all due to the big E3 reveal we had. They were holding back some news for that. The reveal was pretty good. I tried to really temper my expectations and pull them way down, and it was pretty good. I wouldn't say it was insane and it blew me away or anything like that, but yeah, it was pretty interesting. So what I'm going to do in this video, there's quite a lot to run over. I'm going to run over the reveal video and I'll break down all the different segments and what we learned from that. But on top of that as well, we actually had a blog post that just went up, and that blog post gives us a lot more details on the Cosmic Cube and the associated event with that. It even tells us about rewards, how long the event will be on for, and we get some teasers about the War for Wakanda update and what that will potentially include as well. So a whole lot to run over here. On top of that as well, actually, we've got some details on the patrol mode. We don't have a lot, and I'm still a little bit worried about that, but we will run over that as well in the video. So we'll start off with the Cosmic Cube, because this is the piece of content that will be coming out first. Now before we do go in and we break it down, if you are enjoying the content, take the time to hit the like, share and subscribe button. But let's jump in and let's check this out. So what we'll do for this section here is I'll actually read out the blog post while I've got the gameplay playing in the background, because it does look absolutely amazing. The Cosmic Cube event and the specific fight you have with Monica actually reminds me a lot of the Burly Brawl from the Matrix with Neo against all the different Agent Smiths. So I'll play that gameplay in the background while I run over the blog post. So if we start off here, it's per our roadmap. The Cosmic Cube arrives later this month and includes the new Beating the Odds villain sector. So it is a villain sector, so that means it'll be the same as your villain sectors where you go in, where you get Maestro and Taskmaster and Abomination and so on. Not sure if it'll be a permanent one or it'll be one that will only show up if it's a daily. I really wish they would change that and bring it back so we could do all the villain sectors whenever we wanted, because this looks like an amazing fight. I don't want to have to wait for it to come up as a daily outside of the event to actually play it, but it's confirmed it will be a villain sector. You'll also be getting the Cosmic Threat event alongside it as well. So in the villain sector, which is called Beating the Odds, you'll track down Monica's secret weapon by following trails of cosmic energy. At the end of the trail, you fight your way through the facility and reach the final chamber to find the giant mysterious cube. We can see some gameplay of that in the trailer when it looks like you need to actually destroy that. I think it's got like 4 big cannons aiming down in it, and you need to take them apart one at a time. Once you've done that, you'll face off against Monica, the Scientist Supreme, who is strengthened by the immense power of the true form of Project Omega, the Cosmic Cubes. I don't think it's ever been 100% confirmed, but when we knew she was looking into Project Omega as a way to actually stop the Kree, 100% confirmation Project Omega is indeed the Cosmic Cube. For a while I thought it might be the Super Adaptoid, but it's definitely the Cosmic Cube. Now next up, it says the fight against Monica is unlike anything we've created before, and that's completely true. She has several dangerous tricks hiding up her sleeve. It takes place in a mesmerising arena, and I do agree with that, full of twists and colours that we know will be popular with our photo mode community. So we'll have even more photo modes on Reddit, as if we don't get enough as it is. So this villain sector then will go live on the 22nd of June. It's going to be within the snowy tundra. It can be played with any hero power level 35 and above. We've got some details on the gear that will drop from it. It doesn't look like it's any new sets, which is disappointing. I would really like to see new sets coming in when you've got new events that are happening in the game and new villains. It will really make you want to log in if you're not already geared, because if you're geared, none of the sets that are going to be dropping are actually going to be that interesting for you. So definitely like to see that change in future. There's mention that this might be like a weekly mission chain as well that you actually run, and you'll get polychoron and DNA keys, and also a chance at tachyon exotic gear dropping from it. And top of that as well, we've got some information about the actual event. So aligning with the new villain sector, the Cosmic Threat event will commence on June the 24th. So it looks like they're doing their usual. They're doing the patch on I think it'll probably be the Tuesday, and then it will be the 24th, 2 days later, which is the actual event going live. It ends on the 8th of July. The Cosmic Threat event will have new missions that will have you scouring the world in different threat sectors, all the while being imbued with cosmic energy that packs quite the mean punch. Here are the rewards for the event. So the minor missions, it says there's a total of 8. There's one per actual hero. They require the use of the hero abilities or the completion of general objectives, very similar to what we actually had with the previous events, nothing groundbreaking and anything there. When you complete them, you'll get tachyon exotics for your characters as well, and then there's a major mission. The major mission will be to complete the new villain sector and complete various other objectives as well, and that will actually give you an animated team nameplate. And then I believe from the looks of it, you'll be getting 2 tachyon exotics as well. So hopefully you'll get some nice drops here, but overall I would like to see new gear sets coming in for stuff like this. So if your character's already kitted out, there's something for you to actually do. But that's everything we found out about the Cosmic Cube, which was actually a fair amount. Let's jump into the Wasteland Patrol next. So it was really a pretty short clip we had in Wasteland Patrol. We don't have any dates for it, which I think is quite telling. I think they're probably still working on it, hence why they were really vague about it and they didn't drop a date for it either. So this is probably the mode that I'm most worried about, because it's got the potential to be really good and provide a lot of replayability, but I don't know, really a bit worried about this. But with the Wasteland Patrol, during the video it's telling you search the wasteland for clues to stop the apocalypse. The apocalypse, I imagine, is just Monica setting off the cube and freezing everyone in the Kree, kind of nuking the planet as well. You will get random boss fights, which is actually pretty cool, but at the moment we need to remember the random boss fights will be the usual. The ones that were shown off are Maestro and Taskmaster, so I imagine we'll have Abomination thrown in there as well. Don't think it'll be possible to have Monica in there due to the way that the Cosmic Cube works, so we'll just have the bosses for the time being. But it'll be fun to see them pop up. Hopefully a really jacked up version, so everyone has to all come together to actually take them down. And it mentioned that there is exploration based rewards as well. I don't know if that sounds like there's maybe chests that actually respawn. So pretty basic stuff, and yeah, a mode I'm a little bit worried about. Hopefully we'll get some more information on it soon, and we need things like drop in, drop out, co-op. We need potentially more than 4 players in a map at a time as well, so if it's going to be a really large map. But let's now talk about the War for Wakanda, which is really the highlight. So firstly then, with the War for Wakanda, we have a release date for it. Bizarrely, they didn't put it in the actual trailer. It's the same with the Cosmic Cube, they didn't put a release date in the trailer. I have no idea why they've done that, but they've announced it on Twitter, so the release date is actually August that it's coming. So the way the updates have been at the start, when we first seen the roadmap, we were hoping it would be 1 update per month, and they've actually managed to do that. Now, what I took from it was it looks unbelievably gorgeous. I don't think anyone could dispute this. Who knows what the gameplay will be like, who knows what the bugs will be like, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. The different areas that we've seen in it, where we've seen the city, we've seen the throne room, we've seen the jungle, we've seen the mines as well, but yeah, really did look incredible in that respect. Can't wait to see it on PS5. Character wise, we had a first look at Black Panther's face. We've already went past it here, so the video will play again most likely while we're chatting about it. If you missed it first time, that's when he walks through the phone room. You get to see a good look at his face there. But character wise, you've got the Dora Milaje, you've got Okoye, we were told she's in there as well. You've got Shuri, of course, and she looks absolutely great. She sounds great. And then in regards to the new enemies, we've only seen 2. We've seen what looks like a minion style enemy. It was a mechanical spider. Yes, it is a robot, but at least it's a spider shape, which makes it slightly different. So I'm not bothered too much the fact that it's a robot. It's a different kind of enemy. And then we've seen Claw as well, and with Claw you see him in his regular form, and then at the end of the trailer you see him when he's enlarged as well. And I'm really hoping it's a boss fight that isn't just like a quick time event like when it was Miss Marvel against the Kree Sentry, where you're just smashing a button. I'm hoping we have larger fights. That would really add a lot to the game. If, for example, we have the Monica boss fight that's really different and it's got mechanics to it, and then we have potentially the Claw boss fight and it's something really pretty different as well. Now, from the blog, they did actually have this to say, which was pretty interesting. So they said there are even more characters inspired directly by the comics who play important roles in the narrative that we can't wait for you to meet. Now, potential spoiler, may not be true at all, but I believe a long time ago in data mines it was found that potentially, when we're talking about comic characters, that maybe Storm could be featured on it, because in some of the comic runs Storm was actually married to Black Panther. that would be amazing if they done it. If they dropped it in and it was a surprise, and it would let people know that X-Men are on the table for the game, because X-Men are on the table. They actually said this prior to launch. X-Men, Fantastic Four and so on could be included in the game. So yeah, that's everything that was covered. It was a pretty short segment. Majority of it was all about the Guardians of the Galaxy game that I thought looked really disappointing. If you want me to actually do a video talking about that, then I will look to do that. Let me know in the comments below if you want to hear my thoughts on it. But I thought that was really disappointing. It was a really short segment for Avengers. I would have liked to have seen something about Spidey, some more details on patrol mode, some more details on Omega level threats. But overall, I was pretty happy with it. I'm not breaking out the champagne corks and saying the game's saved or anything at this point, but yeah, it was nice enough what we actually seen. But let me know what you think about everything we've seen in the comments below, and thanks for tuning in for this. Stay safe, and I'll see you all again soon.